Swanee River, far, far away. That's where my heart is yearning ever, home where the old folks stay.
Welcome to Florida Men on Florida Man with Greg, Wayne, Josh, and Cameron, the podcast where Floridians discuss the crazy but true stories that always seem to take place in Florida. It's been a good week here in Florida.
Hey, fellow Floridians. It's hot down here, though.
And all of you people who don't live in Florida. We're going to start a new segment this week. It is called
Hooked.
Them
On phonics.
on Phonics. So if you guys need
That's
to
a
learn to
registered
read
trademark, bro. I
Right.
can't take that.
or arithmetic,
Let's hit them again. What is it?
Hooked
them
on.
headlines.
All right, here's our headlines this week. Just a couple of them. A Florida man brings AK-47 to school campus after receiving call from his crying son.
Okay.
Good parent or bad parent?
Oh, this is the rating. I love this part of
Yeah.
the show.
What do you think?
Rate that parent.
Rate that parent. I'm going to give him a 6.5 out of 7.
Oh, I thought it was a good parent or bad parent.
Yeah, you had two options.
Okay.
Yeah,
You somehow
okay.
messed it up.
I think he's a great parent.
Okay, you still two options, and you found a third.
Give me
there.
one more chance.
Good parent or bad parent.
I don't think that wasn't his son after all.
It wasn't his son
Twist
after
ending,
all.
M. Night Shyamalan. It wasn't his
He
kid.
has been
Okay.
watching Signs all
I
week.
will say
since last episode.
great parent. I'll go with Wayne.
Okay.
Great parent.
So Christopher Freeman, 28 years old,
Okay. A
from
free man.
West
I get it.
Palm Beach, was arrested at Bear Lakes Middle School.
Middle school.
So his
Oh,
son,
well, if there's bears, then yeah, bring an AK.
bears and lakes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Bears and lakes.
Swimming bears.
Swimming bears.
Oh, speaking of swimming,
Yeah.
I'm going to get off topic for a second. Did you know that until like the 1970s,
Oh,
I
here we
think it
go.
was, in Chicago,
Oh, gosh. Every day I get freaking text from him giving me a fact about Chicago.
Yeah, he loves Chi-Town.
boys in school, like elementary to high school age,
Uh-huh.
in Chicago, and if we have listeners in Illinois, you can tell us that this is true. Just back me up on this. They had to swim naked at school for gym class
Till
What,
what?
the crap?
Till
Yeah.
what year?
till like the 70s.
Till the 70s?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I was just listening to a podcast the other day. They were talking about that.
Don't
One
shout
of the
them
guys
out.
on the podcast was from Chicago.
Don't you listen to any of the
No.
podcasts.
No, there are no other podcasts.
If you want
Cut
the
it
facts for nudie boys,
Cut it off.
All right. So, anyways, let's get back to Mr. Freeman.
Yeah, get back to Florida.
So
Freeman
his
brings
son
gun.
called him crying that a teacher had slammed him.
How old's the son?
This is
'Cause
according to Freeman.
I haven't cried
He
since
was a
I was
middle
3.
schooler.
So he's saying that the teacher slammed the boy up against the wall. So they,
Wow,
he didn't
you
say
really
that.
jumped around there.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
He said he slammed him.
It's like a
We
A
don't
verbal
know
slam.
if it was verbal slam.
It could have been like a yo mama so
Physical
fat
slam.
joke.
right.
Do you remember any of those?
Yeah, he
they were
was
popular in my middle school days. Yo mama so fat. I don't remember. They were on me and not from me.
Yeah, no. I don't remember any of the good Yo Mama jokes. I love Everybody's Mother, so I couldn't do that.
Camp. Oh gosh, jeez, man. come
Sorry.
on. I loved on Everybody's Mother, so I didn't. Yeah.
So when the police got there to the school, they put the school on lockdown
Naturally.
and then found the AK-47 with a chambered round
Oh.
and a magazine with 30 rounds in it.
Oof. That's not
Okay.
not a good look.
So,
No,
but it wasn't
not
like
a good look.
slam poetry.
I don't know. It could have been
'Cause-
slam poetry.
Wayne,
Right.
you know who we're in the room with.
Right.
They call him Slam Bam Thank You Ma'am Cam.
Yeah, they do. Because
I haven't been called that in a long time.
when Cameron was in middle school,
Oh,
he
man.
won the championship competition of slam poetry.
Yeah, and got the title.
He got the
Slam
title.
Bam Thank You Cam.
Slam bam, thank you, Cam.
Yep.
And I don't know, we are a clean podcast, so we can't really share any of the raps that he used to do.
Yeah, the slam
Wait,
poetry.
The slam
They weren't
poetry?
raps. They were poetry.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. White boy alert. But I'm just going to say, I think he could share maybe an edited version
If you wouldn't mind.
of your most famous line.
I know you're not in costume
Right.
like you would normally be.
I'll try.
Okay, ready?
I'll take you to heaven
Oh.
with this AK-47.
Oh
Whoa.
my god.
You slam my son?
Yeah.
Huh?
Wow.
Things got instantly
Well,
hot.
and he capitalized son.
Yeah. Now that you know that he was just defending his son
Oh,
that-
good parent or bad
from a
parent?
teacher, slamming him, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely a bad parent. All
Verbal
jokes-
slam, bad parent. Physical slam, still bad parent.
Yeah, across the board,
Bad parent that's in jail at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you could take out a teacher with a guillotine choke.
Oh, 100%.
Well, I wouldn't like that.
And Josh has always said that.
Yeah.
We were in class one time, junior year of high school. He leans over to me and he goes, "You can take out a teacher with a guillotine choke."
I finally got those words tattooed on me.
As a teacher, I hope my students don't talk like that.
They definitely do.
Oh, now we know his occupation.
Uh-oh.
Oh, busted.
We'll edit that.
Middle school?
Slam bam. Thank you, Cam.
All right, so next headline. South Florida brothers prank dad with billboard birthday card.
Okay.
Ooh, hello.
So these brothers didn't send their dad a birthday card. Instead, they took out a billboard on in Atlantic City or outside of Atlantic City in New
Where
Jersey.
it's popular.
Yeah.
Okay.
And-
I thought they were cheaping out. Like
No.
in the old country. Of
Yeah, this is a big kind of a birthday prank. I
So
would
these
call it.
kids got money.
Yeah, for
I would
sure.
think so.
Spoiled kids.
Yeah, because where could you afford to put a billboard?
Me? Montana.
I could
Wyoming.
probably put
Yeah,
one,
Wyoming.
Yeah.
Shout out.
one outside of that county.
Yeah.
The movie.
That movie, Three Billboards
yeah,
Outside
he
of.
loves it. Wayne
Yeah,
loves that.
that's a good movie.
So
I love that Kirk Cameron made an appearance in it.
Yeah, he's really good though.
He is good.
the billboard reads, "Wish my dad happy birthday. Love your sons." And it has his telephone number on it.
Oh, geez,
And a picture of
Louise.
his face just cropped out.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. Well, it's thoughtful because it's like love your sons.
Yeah,
Like
and
it's just like no matter what your sons have done, love them.
love them, right?
Yeah.
He's gotten thousands of calls and texts
That's
Oh,
ridiculous.
at this point.
too.
So
Wow.
Ryan Seacrest and Kelly Ripa tried to call him on air, I guess.
Oh wow,
Could
they're
they-
really
couldn't get
they're
through.
really
Couldn't get through.
reaching
No.
for material, aren't they?
No space
Yeah.
on the voicemail.
Why don't we
anymore.
try to call them too, guys?
All right, let's do it.
Beep, 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 beep.
So, what would you guys put if you were going to prank your dads? You're going to get a billboard. What would you put on that
I
billboard?
would put Slam, my son. Meet this AK-47.
Wow.
You bring it to me, I'll make your dough like leaven.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So wait a minute. Hold on. I'm feeling a slam battle coming on because we got Slam Bam. Thank you, Cam, over here. We got Osh Bosh Bajosh.
Nobody's called me that since middle school.
Man. So
Since they saw my overalls.
okay, I don't want to break up the team. So I don't want you guys to compete. I don't want that to happen.
Start that
Because
competition.
then it would be like Greg and you versus us two, and
Yeah.
we're experienced,
Yeah.
and you guys are neophytes.
Neophytes. 100%. Yeah, 100%.
So they paid $2,000 for this billboard.
How long
which
is it up?
Honestly, not that bad. I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, long enough to have their dad pissed off.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Probably like a week.
Oh,
I think we could do that.
I think we've
I think we'd
spent
swing it.
$2,000 on random website names.
Yeah.
We've
I mean, quite honestly, if someone gave us $2,000, we would 100% spend it on something
Website names.
frivolous like that or website names. Yeah.
Nerf.
Yeah.
God, I want some Nerf.
Trashchamps.com on a billboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Can you imagine how many hits?
Trashchamps.com.
Yeah, don't go to that though.
Don't go there.
Don't
That's
go there.
gross.
That's really bad. Seriously, I'm sorry. Don't go there.
Or witches with brooms.
Oh, yeah. Well, those were some good headlines, Cameron.
Yeah,
Those
I'm done.
were- Oh.
That's it.
That's it for this week.
Wow.
Okay.
Headlines are done. Joshua.
What do you got, Josh?
I got uncomfortable headphones on, and
Okay.
I'm just reaching out to listeners that
Yeah.
make headphones. If
Yeah.
we have any headphone producing listeners.
Right.
Headphone designers.
Yes, headphone designers,
Manufacturers.
no beats. Dr. Dre, I appreciate the constant.
Right.
He's always reaching out.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
is.
emails us at least
Yeah.
once a day.
I appreciate it. Yours are a little bass heavy.
Right. What are you looking for specifically?
I'm looking for a high hi-hat.
Okay.
Yeah, a little treble.
Okay.
And then I want that 808.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I really want a solid.
Nice.
He's trying to bring it back to slam poetry again. He's always trying to freestyle.
My headphones.
It's never been about the headphones for
My
him.
head.
No.
Mess with me, Cam. You be effing dead.
I told you guys, I don't want you competing.
He's already flexing. He's bowing up at me over there.
But we had some fan mail, right?
Okay, yeah. Well, actually, I wouldn't call it fan mail.
Oh, God. More angry mail.
Yeah. Let me unfold this letter.
We
You
get
know-
lots of angry emails.
Oh gosh, yeah.
While Josh is unfolding the letter, we want to say thank you to everybody who submitted headlines this week. Everyone who took the time to guess what Josh's nephew said to him in the previous episodes.
Yeah, we had some right. And
we had quite a few people
We had
guess.
a right.
So we had a lot of people write in to guess.
Some of them were pretty interesting.
Yeah. So was it last episode or the week before that?
I think it was last week. Last episode.
Josh,
No, I think it was a week before that.
Josh's nephew ran up to him, said something really inappropriate, and we had to censor it.
Yeah, it was a week before that.
Yeah.
We had to censor it out because it's a family-friendly podcast. And some of you wrote in guessing what
Appreciate
the
those
nephew
guesses.
said. Yeah, they
Appreciate
were
that
hilarious.
interactivity.
Yes. And so just while we're on the subject, to interact with us, visit fmofm.com or any social networking site under FMOFM podcast.
Yes.
And we'll get back to you. But let's get to some guesses.
You've been plugged.
Andrew from Boca Raton, Florida.
Fancy town.
He
Nice.
said they're gonna be guessing as the nephew.
Andrew, take me on your
So
yacht.
they're saying what they think the nephew came up and said to
Okay.
Josh.
Exactly.
Okay.
So Andrew says, Uncle Josh, do you wish that you were my favorite uncle?
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Ouchie, mama.
That,
Hot tamale.
assuming that you are not his favorite.
I would defend this nephew with an AK, so...
Oh, wow. Good uncle. Mm-hmm. Tori from Lakeland, Florida guessed, Uncle Josh, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Oh, gosh.
Nice.
Yeah, good boy.
He's good. He's well trained.
good boy.
Thank goodness he didn't say that. What he did say was guessed by...
Actually, the correct answer, only one person got it right. Although I will say this, he submitted 5 different answers, so it technically doesn't count. But one of them was correct.
It was supposed to be one entry per...
Yeah, one and done.
I know, but because
and
no one
done.
got it right, and this guy did. The winner was Teddy from Hawaii.
Ooh, Hawaii.
Sounds tropical.
Take me on your yacht, Teddy.
I know.
Give me a
Theodore.
pineapple.
And Teddy said, Uncle Josh, do you want hole?
Jesus. Whoa.
He got it right.
He got dead on, used the
Yeah.
exact words.
Yeah.
And inflections. Like he
Yeah.
peaked where it peaked,
Right.
and he dipped where it
Grammar
dipped.
was correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So well done, Teddy from
Yeah,
Hawaii
nice,
for
Teddy.
guessing it right.
That
I
was-
wish we would have given you a prize, but shipping to Hawaii is way too expensive.
Yeah. Careful of those earthquakes out there.
Yeah, so
What?
move closer.
That's
And
volcanoes.
we'll give you a
You're
prize.
thinking volcanoes.
Yeah. No, just kidding, man. Hit us up on social media. We're going to take care of you. We love you.
We'll Venmo you.
Well, Venmo, yeah. So what was that letter about?
It was actually from a neighbor.
A neighbor from the studio.
Yeah, studio neighbor.
Okay.
Named Randy.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Okay, Randy said, really pleased to be your neighbor. I love listening to the podcast through the walls.
Oh, he wants us to quiet down.
See, that's being sarcastic. He's like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's super passive aggressive.
He said, I think you guys have your microphones hooked up wrong. You don't have
No.
to plug them into amplifiers.
We have them going straight into the guitar amplifiers.
Yeah.
Is that not right?
He said that all his research has said it does not need to go and to be amplified and pushed against the wall.
We're plugging them into the amplifier and putting the phone in the middle of the room to record on.
Okay. Well, I'm not talking to him directly. This is just
Well, I'll write it down.
okay.
We picked a fight with our neighbor Randy because we saw him out at the mailbox. We all three go out and get the mail together.
Yes.
Something we've done
Well,
since we've
because
known each
we've been
other.
in that because of the foot race,
Right.
Tradition.
the wheelbarrow race. Where you,
We wake up every morning. We put our robes on. We hook arms left and right like Red Rover.
Yep.
And we walk out the front door. It takes a bit.
it takes a bit. We don't tie our
Yeah,
ropes.
the
Stop
wheelbarrow
asking.
game, the wheelbarrow race is really interesting with the robes on.
Right.
Yeah. If you come to this town, they'll stop you at the border and they'll be like, "Are you here for the wheelbarrow race?"
Right.
And you say yes or no. If you say no, they'll turn you right back around.
Get the hell out of here.
Get the hell out of here. We can say that. Hell is a family-friendly word.
Right. And then we get to the mailbox. We open the mail, all three of us together, and Randy comes out.
Oh, you should hear. He's
guy.
on fire.
And Randy looks at us with this big old smile, beautiful teeth, just gorgeous man, and goes, "Oh, you three again? Hope you have a good morning."
Yeah, like the audacity
I don't understand.
of this guy.
So,
But he said it with this smirk, like, I mean it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And I'm
okay.
kind and I
It's a
love you
beautiful
guys.
day.
Yeah.
And I
What is that
support your
supposed to mean?
podcast.
And what do we say to people like that?
Just, we love you. Like we're praying for you.
Yes.
Thank you for your ministry.
Sure. And you know what? Honestly, bro, like straight up,
Come over for dinner.
come over for dinner.
Yeah. I'll gladly
Pop a beer.
cook you a nice chicken pot pie.
I'll tell you what. I'll look at you in the eye when I'm talking to you. I'll show you respect, bro.
Yeah. You take your shoes off. I will rub your feet.
Oh, that's right. Come on over.
Yeah.
You want a feet rub?
You want feet rub with oils, lavender,
Yeah, I'm tired of
or
Randy.
unscented, whatever your allergies are.
Yeah.
I'll get
We
between
are
the
really,
toes.
really
Sensual.
No,
sensual.
I'm sick of Randy. I love him so much.
But he is T and
You're
me.
an amazing
O.
guy.
Love to hate him.
One of my best friends.
He is T and me O, baby.
Well, I've got a story.
Oh, I love stories.
And I'm fired up talking about Randy. by
I
the
can
way.
tell.
I can feel
Put the
heat.
matches down, baby.
Okay, I'll put him down. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay,
Is this a Florida man story?
Oh, it's a Florida man story, all right. Henry H. Dupont was born on January 3rd, 1871.
I've got the math here.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
It's a hard one.
120.
If he was still alive, Josh thinks
Two.
he would be 122 years old.
Yes.
We'll find out after the episode airs. His family lived in Pinellas County, Florida, most of his life.
Wow. So actually Florida born, Florida
Whoa.
native.
This guy is
not
a
too far from us
Florida
either.
native.
Florida
hanging out in
native.
Pinellas County.
Oof, rough
At a
over
young
there.
age, Henry claimed that he knew exactly what he wanted to do with his life.
Fireman.
That's any kid. You ask any kid.
Yeah, cop.
Cowboys,
Yeah.
fairies,
Spaceman,
spaceman.
garbage man.
Yep.
Well, this guy said he wanted to build buildings for a living.
Okay. Like he's got what? Lincoln Logs?
That is kind of specific for a child. I
Legos.
feel
Yeah.
like
Legos. Lego my Egos.
it's also kind of odd that no one else in his family was an architect.
So he didn't know about this. Like,
No, yeah, he just kind of said, I want to build buildings. In fact,
So he wants to design buildings.
oh,
yeah, exactly. And so he
So
actually
he's
said,
not a mason.
or he wasn't raised in a crappy building, and then he goes, "I want to build better buildings."
I want to build
yeah.
better buildings.
So he's wanting to design.
He actually said that my buildings would have enough room for hundreds of people to live and sleep in, and they would be so tall they would reach the heavens.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, heaven's here on earth. So
Is this like is this before like big hotels? Is this what's
Oh
like-
yeah, oh sure, for 1871. So 8 years later, 1879 is when he's saying this. So
Wow.
yeah, he's kind of foreseeing things. He's a
architecturally wise, everything was limited to the fifth story.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's seeing bigger and better things. And that's exactly what he did. He went on to study architecture in college. And shortly after graduation, Henry H. Dupont built his very first building.
Okay, I've heard of this.
Did you?
He hasn't heard of it.
Frank Lloyd Wright.
No.
Oh, okay. I've heard
No,
of
Frank
him.
Lloyd Wright is a separate human being.
Okay, completely?
Yeah, now I see where
Okay.
you would be confused because they both have first, middle, and last names.
Yeah, which is unique to
both
architects.
architects.
It's unique to Florida architects.
Yeah.
but
Told
he-
you, Cam. Don't naysay me. Naysayer.
Henry H. Dupont, his first building was in 1911, and it was called the Hall School of Arts. It was constructed featuring 25 classrooms, 8 offices, and a recreational center. And the reason why that's kind of unique is because schoolhouses back then
Yeah.
were very kind of uniform.
Oh, these picture
Picture
schoolhouse.
Right, exactly.
It's like a
Little house on the
beading-
prairie.
Yep.
Yeah, a little steeple, almost like a church, but it's a
Yeah,
schoolhouse.
you punch through it.
He builds this big school center with a recreational area and all this different stuff.
That doesn't sound the norm.
It's not at all. And in fact, it kind of brought credibility to his name.
Oh.
Because shortly after that, he was able to put together a team of builders and designers. And they built this structure called the Casa de Muchas Florida.
Very nice.
No, I'm wrong on that.
Okay.
Casa de Muchas Flores.
Okay.
okay, there you
I
go.
can get there. Casa,
Okay.
home or house,
Okay.
day of.
Okay.
Keep going.
Muchas
A lot, much.
Okay.
Very much.
Flores.
Flowers, easy.
Oof.
Oh.
Perfect.
Now that break it down because Spanish is usually read like
House of
backwards
Very
or-
Flowers.
Okay.
House of Very.
You butchered it.
So Henry H. Dupont built the House of Very Flowers
Sounds beautiful.
in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Sounds super cute.
Take it on a date, baby.
The name actually means the House of Many Flowers.
Okay.
Oh,
And it's listed as one of the United States, or it's listed on the United States Registry of Historic Homes. And that's kind of like a prestigious
I want
list
to be
of,
on a registry.
of buildings.
You are.
You are on a registry?
I think those words came out.
Yeah.
before I thought
You
of
set
it.
Cameron up for that one.
Yeah.
Perv.
But what's fascinating is shortly after he built that, he built this home called the Villiard House.
Oh.
And it was in honor of Queen Anne of the United Kingdom.
Amen. You didn't have to tell Cam and I.
Yeah, we knew that.
You guys know your UK history.
Yeah, the Ballard. Ballard House?
I'm speaking to the listeners.
Failure.
Villiard.
The Villiard House.
Well, in my side of Polk County, we say Ballard.
Right.
Okay.
He's right.
Okay.
He's right.
Sorry, guys.
But the home features ballrooms and dining halls that are eerily similar to those found in Queen Anne's palace.
Okay, like a standard home then. I mean,
Well, it's fascinating because he kind of built a reputation for himself for this guy who would build classical homes
Yeah.
that really were out of place in his time period.
you guys have seen my ballroom.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just those colored balls,
Right.
the pit. It's beautiful. It's fun.
It's
There's
a lot of fun.
a slide that goes into it. This is
my
similar
kids,
to
kids
what.
love playing in there.
Yeah.
He's talking about this guy built ballrooms for dancing.
Elegant.
Like you would see like elegant, big flowing
Sensual.
gowns.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So what's interesting is he built these rooms that were mirroring rooms found in Queen Anne's palace. So people would ask him, "Oh, you've been there. How'd you get an invite to the palace?" And he was like, "No, I didn't. I just, I built it how I imagined it would look."
Jeez.
The weird part is they're really, really, really similar, and so
So he's never seen.
he's never seen them.
Maybe a photo, but
It's possible.
I get that
turn
you
of the
still
century.
can't replicate. Okay. Sepia then.
Yeah, probably
Sure.
wouldn't happen from one photo.
Right, and not down in Florida. There's not really a connection to Queen Anne's. Like, there's not photos of Queen
She
Anne's
don't rule
bedroom
us,
floating
baby.
around. Right.
No.
No.
So, basically, people start saying, "Well, there's something weird about this guy. He's able to replicate these rooms almost perfectly. He's never been there."
Okay. Wow.
And this is being said by folks who have been there, so they're able to say, like, "Hey,
Nice
like,
cred, instant cred.
right." So we've listed 3 of his buildings so far. We have the Hall School of the Arts. Mm-hmm. We have the House of Many Flowers,
Yep.
and the Villiard House. So these 3 buildings have 2 things in common. One, they were all built by Henry H. Dupont.
Yep. That was the quiz. We got that
it.
one. Yeah,
Got that
we-
right?
Yeah.
2, they were almost all unanimously believed to be haunted.
Ooh.
I must have missed this one. I don't remember you bringing this one up.
In
Me
fact,
no likey haunted houses.
me either. In fact, every
Make sure you speak like kids.
no, yeah.
Get scared.
In fact, every building that Henry H. Dupont has ever constructed
Okay.
is rumored to be haunted.
Wait, every
Every single building.
And he did more than 3?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
muchas?
Yeah, muchas. Very buildings.
Yeah.
Spanish cam.
Yeah. How do you say many houses in Spanish? Cam?
It's a mucha houses.
There it is. That's perfect.
Oh, wow. I feel like
spot
I'm
on.
there. I feel
Thank
like
you.
I'm there.
So every house this guy builds, all of a sudden, people start talking about how it's haunted. There's strange occurrences, and it's not like like spooky rumors. People are spending the night and going, "I'm never going back again."
Yeah.
Like it's 100% haunted.
My heart's already beating.
He's sweating in his
Yeah.
chair.
Well, that's because we tried to have a jump competition out there in the living
Before we filmed the
area.
episode, we did try to have a jump competition in the
'Cause
studio.
we're boys.
We wanted to see who could jump the highest.
Why not?
Yeah.
And in that process, Josh's arm went numb.
I reached an altitude not many men have survived.
Not enough
No.
oxygen up there.
Yeah.
His arm,
So high.
his arm is blue, and when we're done recording, we're going to take him to the Night Owl
Whoa.
Emergency Center.
I'll get to see that doc again. I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves it. So every building he's ever built is haunted, but the most famous piece of architecture constructed by Henry H. Dupont
Okay.
is the Don Cesar Hotel located in St. Pete Beach, Florida.
Kim, what's that mean in English?
It's a Don Cesar.
Spot on. I love it.
I knew he would interpret it
Yeah.
perfectly.
So the Don Cesar Hotel is this gigantic pink hotel
Oh, okay. The pink. I've seen that one.
in St. Pete Beach.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, when you come over the bridge,
right,
it's standing there slapping your face like a big salmon.
and it's very ritzy.
Oh,
The
it's,
cheapest room's like $400.
well, I think you're using an adjective, ritzy.
Right.
Like
that's their
that's the name
competitor.
of the Ritz.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
so
meant like
you
a,
need to
I meant
say
like a cracker. It's buttery. It's
No,
crunchy.
you need to say it's very Trumpy.
It's very Trumpy.
Yeah.
It's a very Trumpy hotel. But here's what's interesting about the Don Cesar.
Okay.
As of 2017, there have been 1,376 complaints of strange happenings and ghost
Since when?
appearances in the hotel. As of 2017.
That can't.
As of 2017, there's
Yes.
been 1,300?
Yes.
2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Oh, I thought this was back like
Yeah,
100 years
1917?
there'd been 1,300. Because that's just people trying to get free room.
Whoa.
No, as of 2 years ago
1,300.
until now, there's been 1,376
Cameron,
That's
Like
like
math.
a couple a day, at least 2 to 3 a day.
Yeah.
The math seems right.
So a lot of people are saying that it's haunted. And what's fascinating is
1,300.
people from all over the world are coming to kind of stay there. The people who are ghost hunters, they believe in the paranormal
Yeah.
because they want to experience it for themselves.
Well,
So we have another building yet again by
Yeah, I mean, do they have like a warning sign? Like,
yeah.
what's fascinating is there's nothing about these locations that are built as like, a cool haunted resort. It's just kind of one of those things where people are going, that's haunted, don't go there. They're
So
not,
you can't go to their website and it says America's Haunted Hotel.
No.
Oh,
okay,
there's
so it's
not-
not, yeah, it's
not
not
at all.
advertisement.
It's not billed as such.
advertisement.
Guys, I hate to throw a shrimp on the Barbie here,
right.
but I would have loved to stay there without knowing this.
Yeah.
So I could have given a fresh take.
As if it's really haunted or not.
Yeah, next time you want to do a show on a hotel, just tell me to go there first. I won't know what reason you're sending me there. Okay?
Strap a
Right.
GoPro to his chest.
Strap a GoPro to my
We'll
chest.
pay all expenses paid.
All expenses
Yeah.
paid. And then I'll come back and then you can do the story and I can be like, yeah. Or
It is true.
nah.
Or we can do the story. We see if somebody wants to donate, a stay for us.
Yeah.
Oh,
At the
okay. I
hotel.
like this idea better because I didn't.
We'll
when I
stay
was
together.
saying the first one, I was like, that means I'll be alone. And how I
Right. No,
feel.
we'll go together, take a bath together, hang out, and see if it's haunted.
Yeah,
Okay.
we could do an episode from the haunted hotel room.
You heard it here first. You want to sponsor us to stay at this hotel? We will try it out
Well,
for you.
if it's if you've got any scary stories to go along with it,
I've got a scary story, Josh.
I don't think
Stephanie
I wanna hear
Galba.
Oh,
She's
right
a
on
professional
cue.
ghost hunter.
it. Boy, yoing, yoing, yoing.
And she wrote this experience that she had while staying there.
Yes.
And she booked a room and she wanted to share her experience with us.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that was kind of her.
It is
Yeah.
kind of her. So I'm going to read this verbatim. Stephanie wrote this, and we're grateful for it. And this is what she said.
Go, girl.
I booked a room at the Don Cesar in hopes of experiencing something supernatural, like we all do.
Amen.
On my first night, I toured the entire campus.
Whoa, jeez.
I took the stairs instead of the elevator
Oh, no.
in hopes of catching something creepy happening, kind of on a staircase.
Sorry, Tara.
Right.
Yeah, just my wife
Unexpected.
crying.
Yeah. After a few hours of exploration, I gave up.
Wow.
I felt like I had just wasted a lot of my time and all of my resources.
Okay, yeah.
But on the second night, I feel like I struck gold.
Oh my gosh.
She a gold digger.
It's an experience that will live with me until the day I die.
This sounds like something I don't want to hear the rest of.
We're going to turn the spook on. Ooh. Here it comes.
Ooh. Nice.
I laid down for a nap around 4 p.m.
Okay.
and I was startled when I woke up and it was 7 hours later.
Okay, hold on. 3 a.m.
Almost. So 11 p.m. she wakes up. She says, I hadn't been that tired and I'd only planned on sleeping for about half an hour. My alarm clock was flashing on midnight when I woke up, so I knew the power had gone out while I napped.
Okay.
I couldn't shake the grogginess, and so I decided that I would walk down the hall to the vending machine to get coffee and a candy bar. This is
Oh,
11
nice.
p.m. at night.
Oof.
They got candy bars at this place?
Yeah, it's
I
a Don
told you it was
Cesar,
fancy.
cheapo. I mean, this is
The
a gold
fanciest
plated.
candy bars. Dark chocolate Snickers.
Probably $100,000.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nice.
I opened the door to the hallway, and about 20 feet away, facing away from me,
Nope.
was a young boy about 8 years old.
Why is it always kids?
Gosh, kids are the worst.
It's the
I've told you
scariest.
guys this.
I watched him slowly walk down the hall with
Oh,
his
gosh.
hand tracing the banister along the way.
Okay. All right, guys.
I'm
I'm
not-
sorry. But no, a kid, woof.
Yeah, you got. I would turn around and leave.
Yep. Okay.
She says, I'm not sure what I was thinking, but I decided to call out to him.
Well,
After all, it was almost midnight, and a child of that age should not be alone out in the hallway at this hotel.
no.
After clearing my throat and asking,
gosh.
Are you lost? The child turned around in a way that felt very unnatural.
Oof.
I don't like this.
Like just his head?
Maybe.
Like a hoot owl.
Like a hoot owl?
He started towards me very quickly,
Oh gosh.
and then he paused and said, What do you think of my building?
I don't like. Nope.
Oh,
Can I redact that offer that Wayne put out there earlier? Because
You don't wanna go anymore?
I do know. I don't like
so
I rebuke Josh's redact.
This
I
is-
still want to go.
rebuction of my
I
redaction.
rebuke it.
this is supposed to be Dupont.
Well, that's what she says here. She says, I'm not sure if it was the words that I said, or the words that he said, or how he said it, but I immediately shut the door to my room, and then I locked it. So she says to him, are you okay? Are you lost? He says, and he turns very unnaturally, comes towards her very quickly, and then says, what do you think of my building?
I don't. Okay. His
Oh.
building.
Yeah.
He's an 8-year-old. 8-year-olds are kind of possessive.
Right. And so she says here, I'm not sure if it was the words he said or how he said it, but I immediately shut myself into my room and locked the door. For about 20 minutes after, I felt someone standing on the other side of the door.
Oh, wolf.
They
Did
weren't-
she?
no.
Did she like say anything about what he actually looked like?
She didn't really say. She
Like,
just
did he
said
look like a real?
like a child. That's
Yeah,
from
like
what
a
she
real
said. Yeah,
fleshed out, like everything
right,
child,
like a
Okay.
child. Yeah, like it was believable. Because at no point in time did she say I was looking at a ghost. Like she thought it was just a kid,
Yeah.
creepy
Yep.
kid.
Yep.
She said after I locked my door, I felt someone standing on the other side of the door. They weren't moving, they weren't making a sound, but I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt they were standing there waiting for me to open the door.
I don't know what I can redact after his rebuke, but I do it. And I do it wholeheartedly.
In all of my years as a ghost hunter, she says, this was the most vivid supernatural experience of my life. So, like Cameron said,
This is a ghost hunter?
she's a ghost hunter, and she's spooked. But like Cameron
And
said,
she couldn't see right through that.
it kind of makes you because it's a ghost, transparent.
Oh, gosh. The joke was too on the nose for me.
But it makes it seem like it could possibly be the ghost of Dupont. Mm-hmm. But here's the issue: Henry H. Dupont. Most of his buildings were claimed and considered to be haunted while he was still alive. So it's
And
not
this
like
is years after, right?
this is present day.
Okay.
But so it's
Okay.
not like his buildings are haunted by him. It's that he's building buildings that inevitably are haunted.
But
Like,
they're all haunted.
they're all haunted. Like while he's alive, they're haunted, and now that he's dead, people are seeing kids who are saying, "What do you think of my building?"
Yeah.
I
as
thought
if it's
haunting
him.
was a sporadic thing.
Well, right. So it begs the question: Is the hauntings following him? Is he doing something to make these
Okay.
buildings haunted, or is he choosing locations to build these buildings that are just kind of haunted
oh, like
grounds?
so people think that he could have done this on purpose.
People think that people who believe in such things,
Okay.
think that
Oh,
he
wow.
somehow made the ghost.
Very
Yeah,
diplomatic.
just because of the fact that there are all of them.
Right, they're all unanimously haunted. Yeah,
So
that's not a coincidence.
right.
he can either choose a place that's haunted already, build a
Right.
location, or he has the power to
Make it
push
haunted.
haunt.
Well, there's a
things.
third option.
Okay.
Now this doesn't really apply to present day stories, but some people believed back then that he was spreading the rumors himself.
Okay.
Yeah. As a business
a
ploy.
la Bone Mazel
Oh,
Legendary.
callback, to kind of sell
bad to the bone.
rooms in his
Yeah,
hotels and his
yeah.
buildings. But people are still claiming to see stuff present
But
day.
back
so
in the day, was it as popular? Like now, it's like, haha, that's fun.
That's a
Back
really good
then,
point.
It would have been like,
that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Back then, people would probably avoid the place.
I just shot bullet holes in that theory.
Well,
Like he's gonna shoot bullet holes if he stays at the
Yeah.
hotel room.
Guy, for real.
Well, Henry Dupont had a very successful career. His buildings have all received acclaimed and historic honors, and they are all listed on the must-see locations for people who are visiting Florida.
Okay.
I think we must see them then.
Yeah.
There have
Let's do
been multiple books written on his architectural style,
Okay.
and most claim that his eye for classic architecture is absolutely unmatched. Some even say he's able to see into the past in such a way that allows him to perfectly mirror building patterns that were made popular decades before his birth.
This guy.
So
and he
there's
knew
some
what he
kind of
wanted
weird,
to be.
Some kind of weird connection going on with
Yeah.
this guy and his buildings.
How many career changes have you had in your brain, and then stuck with it?
A bunch.
Like obviously, I'm not a cartoonist.
Yeah.
You wanted to be, though, growing up.
I'm not a spaceship.
How much time did that guy spend in Casadega?
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Maybe a lot.
Maybe he got a little mystified information.
It's hard to tell, like what made it spooky. It's kind of like the chicken or the egg theory. Like what is it the
Which
building
one's haunted
location
first?
Right? Is it him?
Yeah.
What is it? But either way, we're never really going to know. He died in 1940 in Florida.
Amen. Congrats,
And,
baby.
Yeah.
His you did it, babe.
You lived the life, American
did it.
dream.
His most famous building, the Don Cesar, is still active, and you can book a room to see for yourself,
I don't think so.
or book us a room,
Yeah.
and we'll see for you. We'll do an episode there.
I'm against this.
Josh wants to do it. What we're going to do is Cameron and I, we're going to wake up from a nap, and then Josh will have already been awake,
Yep.
and then we're going to send
Josh
him
doesn't nap.
send him to the hallway
Okay.
to get coffee or candy
I'm,
at like 11 p.m.
this is the worst plan because I know about it. You're lucky I have a short memory.
And then he'll be like, "Guys, why am I out here?" And
But
then
you know my weakness for snacks.
and then we're gonna hear, "You like my building?"
God, if y'all hire an F and 8-year-old, I will punch him in the groin.
Luckily, we don't know any 8-year-olds.
Well,
In 3 years, my daughter will be 8, so
Ooh.
we'll ask her to do it.
okay.
But you'll recognize her. That won't be fair.
No.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. So that's it. Henry H. Dupont.
Don't like him.
Is the man haunted, or is the house haunted, or is it both?
I would say
Haunted life. You know,
haunted man.
when you turn 5 and the demon shows up and says, "What superpower do you want?"
Right.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, I said I want whatever shoes I wear for my feet to be able to stink them up. And I thought it was a joke.
That was spot on.
Spot on. This guy must have wished for.
30 years later, babe. It's spot on.
This guy must have been able to haunt places.
Yeah.
I
he
want
knew
to
it.
haunt
What
all
were
these
y'all's-
beautiful buildings that I'm going to build.
My 5-year-old wish was to just be able to. I said, one day when I'm older, I want to hang out with my best friends and have dinner, drink beer, and record a podcast together.
Guilty.
So
And Cam.
my dream came true.
My wish was the exact opposite. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do that.
Greg, what was your wish, Greg? Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Whoa.
Wow.
He did the sign. I can't read
The
sign
curse
language.
words,
I can't read
though.
sign language. I don't want
It was literally just the.
to. Yeah, I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
But it's been a good week.
It has been
It's
a
been
good
a
week.
spooky week. Can we at least say that it's been spooky?
Yeah, it's been spooky.
It has had an air of spook.
Can we at least say the last 5 minutes have been kind of spooky?
Yeah, and it would be spookier if we could actually go check out this hotel.
I don't want to go.
Josh wants to go.
You're going in that vending machine room.
Well, yeah, duh. Right when we get there.
Maybe our next bonus episode will be live from the Don Cesar.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Well, we all have to wear at least matching outfits.
We will. We always do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We love you guys. Thank you so
Robes,
much.
baby.
Check us out, fmofm.com.
FMOFM.com.
FMOFM podcast. That's our handle on all social media. We love you.
Trash
Running
Tramps.com.
with podcasts.
Yes, Running with Podcast. Amazing dude. He's been with us since episode 2.
Yeah.
He has an amazing show where he jogs and preps for marathons, listens to podcasts, and he's been so good to
Beautiful face, beautiful smile.
us. Hey, yeah, we love you, dude. You're amazing.
Keep it up.
See you next week.
See you next week.